What's up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1. I'm trying to get 1% profit every single day until I get to $1 million. Right now, we're sitting on day 434 of this challenge, and our bankroll, our total capital, is sitting at $5,759. So our 1% goal for today should be $58. Our 4% stop loss to prevent us from busting is $230, and we already had some profit on the day, so we're trying to get $39 in the website today. Let's hop into it. All right, so since we're going for $39, should be a pretty easy day, I'm hoping. This is our 4% stop loss up here, and then I'm gonna run this auto dice strategy to get started. I've been running this a lot recently, but here's the conditions just in case you want to see what I'm doing, how this works. But we're gonna start off with a 20-cent bet, and we'll turn this on to instant bet. And it's a pretty safe strategy. Obviously, as I always say, things can bust. The longer you run them, there's a higher chance that they will bust. So, I've been running this for a while. I'm sure it'll bust at some point. Hopefully not today, though. We have a pretty light goal today. $39 is pretty easy. I'm hoping we can just get this done pretty quick. So we'll see how this goes. I'm probably going to run this until we get to maybe $10 to $14. That's kind of what I'm thinking for. So we'll see how this goes. Luckily, since we've ran the strategy probably like 7 times, maybe, it hasn't had any crazy dips. Let's see, what was that? $13 down. So that's probably like honestly the biggest dip I've seen this hit so far. But if you get in a very bad lose streak, it will start to dip pretty quickly and can bust. So up to $10 already, and I think I'm gonna run this to like maybe 14, 15 bucks in profit. We'll see how this goes. It's pretty big dip there. Recovers. Basically, all this is doing is just like tripling the bet every time we lose, and it's a 75% win chance, going for a 1.32x. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. I think I'm gonna stop this soon, though. You know what? We'll run it a little bit longer. We'll try to get it to like halfway to the profit goal, which would be like 19 bucks. But we're already at like 350 bets. The longer you run this, man, I'm telling you, the higher of a chance it has to bust. All right, let's slow this down a little bit. It recovered there. We just lost all our profit, but it came back. And there's 20 bucks, so we'll stop it. And we did actually lose that last bet. Let's go over, we'll just do this manual real quick, see if we can just get that back. All right, so we're in $20 in profit, still need $19, so we're gonna hop into different games so we can get $19 somewhere else. All right, coming into Limbo, we're gonna do a $4 base bet here on a 1.5x, and we're gonna try to get maybe like 10 bucks here. I don't wanna push this one too far. Last episode we did this, and we got down pretty low. I think we almost busted our bankroll right at like a last all-in bet, so we don't want to do that today. I'm just lowering the bet to like $2 now because we're getting a ton of wins, and we're gonna get $10 in profit. I mean, we'll go down to $1 here, and then just try to get a couple losses. I mean, it's cooking. We'll take it. So there's a couple losses. Comes like a $4 bet that hits. We lose that. Let's double it up. We lose that. Let's go up to $16. We lose that. We lose two $16 bets. Oh, that's so big. Okay. Let's go back down to like 4 bucks real quick. Let's go up to a $16 bet again. We lose that again. Okay. $32 bet. Try to get one more. It's a pretty big bet. $32. But get this though, it's $16 in profit. So it'll bring us back pretty good. Okay, we hit that. That's huge. Let's go back to a $16 bet. We lose that twice. Go back to a $32 bet. Let's do one more. Okay, we're getting a little bit dangerous here. Let's go back to an $8 bet. And let's go back to like $2. Just keep it kind of small for a little bit. Try to work this back up to like 40 bucks. I'm gonna drop this like 50 cents. Ton of wins. As soon as I drop the bet down to 50 cents, I get a ton of wins. Okay. Back to 40 bucks. Let's see. Oh, that's a profit pool. I thought we needed 49 for some reason. That's 39 bucks. We got a profit pool. I wasn't even paying attention. Hit it right on the dot though. All right, so here profit pool. So we're gonna enter that in the sheet, and then we'll do a little bit of a recap. All right, so day 434 was a win. We got our 1% profit goal for the day. We had $40 in profit gambling today, so that brought us to our 1% profit goal. Just to kind of backtrack on what actually happened beforehand, I'm just trying to jump into gameplay a little bit quicker, so I don't like to sit and just talk for 5 minutes and then start the gameplay. I'm trying to make the videos a little bit more entertaining in the beginning. But what happened for the day here is a couple things. The first thing is we had a sports bet. So we had one sports bet for the day that did cash. Luckily, what is that? 14 bucks? No, it's terrible math. 17 bucks. We got 17 bucks in profit off that. So that was a nice bet there. So we got $17 in profit from sports betting. Crypto was pretty much flat. We had $0 in bonuses for the day. And then you can see our investment account went up $400, which I pulled from FanDuel here. So you can see that dropped 400 bucks. And then our ETFs in M1 Finance went up 400 bucks. So there's proof that I made that withdrawal on FanDuel, just to show you I do actually do this stuff behind the scenes. I know I'm just like showing you numbers on a tracking sheet, but there's the withdrawal for 400 bucks on FanDuel. And then coming over to our investment account, this is over in M1 Finance. We have our ETF portfolio. This is a total balance currently. I think this is, yeah, overall we're down $84, which is not bad, honestly. It says we're down 7%, which I don't know if that's right. It doesn't seem right. Yeah, maybe it is right. Doesn't matter. Point is, these are our holdings. So let's see here. Just in case you haven't seen me talk about this before, these are what I'm invested in our ETF portfolio. Basically, this is like a pretty aggressive, but diversified and kind of safe approach. Yeah, I know it's like kind of contradictory, but it's relatively like safe because we have a lot of different like ETFs here, but it's a little bit aggressive in the sense that I have biotech, has a lot of small cap, mid cap, and a semiconductor ETF and an information technology ETF. So we do have a little bit of like a dividend aspect of 20% of this portfolio, but for the most part, it's pretty aggressive. I mean, I'm trying to keep it like safe enough, but where it's still aggressive to like get some growth. It's a growth focused portfolio, I'll say that. Either way, just to show you too, this is why I'm actually hopping into here. We had this $400 deposit from FanDuel. I moved over, and then we had our buys here. So the way M1 Finance works is whenever you make a deposit, it will allocate that deposit into the funds that are down the most. So you're buying into the holdings that have like the lowest price or like the best price. So I'm buying the best deal out of my entire portfolio. That's why I like this platform a lot, M1 Finance. I mean, I'm not sponsored or anything, but this is what I use personally, so I figured I'd use it for the challenge. So there's that. There's proof that we got that money invested. We'll hop back into the sheet. All right, so moving on to day 435. We had we had a couple of sports bets for the day, but I think we pretty much broke even sports betting. We had some wins, we had some losses. I think we pretty much broke even there. So nothing major when it comes to changes in our total capital. There's proof of that though. I just want to show that. And crypto did stay pretty much flat, and then our investment portfolio in M1 Finance went up about like 30 bucks there, or no, about 10 bucks. Yeah, big difference there. We don't have like 10 bucks there. I had $5 in bonuses for the day. So our total capital is sitting at $5,816. Our 1% profit goal should be $58. Our 4% stop loss will be $233. And then since we had a little bit of profit from the ETFs going up in the market and $5 in casino bonuses, we only have to get $40 today to hit our 1% profit goal. So we're gonna see if we can get $40, pretty much the same thing we just did yesterday, run it back. Hopefully we'll get 40 bucks and get another profitable day. All right, so we're gonna deposit $37.30 into the vault. That was our profit from yesterday. And then that leaves us with our 4% stop loss of $233. We're gonna reset the live stats here. And I think I'm just gonna try to do the reverse of what we did yesterday. So I'm gonna start off on Limbo and then go over to Dice. I think that's gonna be the method here. It worked out really well. The previous day and like the previous day or two before this, from the last episode. So we'll see if we can kind of run it back. I think what I'm going to do here, though, to start, let's start with a 2x. And we'll start with $1. Okay, go up to $4 here. Go back to $1. Go up to a 2x. Nice. And then let's go to a $6 bet. Go for a 1.5x. Yeah, the past 4 bets did hit above that. We'll try it though. Okay, nice. The $10 in profit. Still need like $30. We'll lower this to a $3 bet that hits. Let's do it one more time. That also hits. All right, nice. I'm gonna drop this down to $1.50. And I'm just gonna run this for a little bit until, if we hit a loss streak here, we'll see. Let's double this up twice to $6. That hits back to $3. That misses. We'll go back up to 6. Wow, 680. Could you imagine that? All right, let's go back to $3 here. Try to get one more. We missed that. Let's double it up. We missed that. Let's double it up. We missed that $24 bet. We missed that. I'm gonna keep it at 24. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Let's go to a $48 bet, and we missed it by 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, try one more. All right, we're still down $51. Okay. All right, this is a little bit stressful. Massive loss streak. Dang, bro. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What's the method? What's the method? We'll stick at 150 for a little bit. Try to work this back a little bit. Okay. We just got a lot of wins. Let's go to $0 bet. Look at all those wins we would have got. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's nuts. On a $0 bet. Okay. I'm just trying to wait for a couple losses. But dude, out of like 30 bets, we just lost 2? Are you kidding me on a $0 bet? That's crazy. It's still going. Dude. As soon as I place a bet, I know I'm gonna start losing money. All right, let's throw like a $10 bet in. Okay, that loses by 1. Let's go to $20 here. We lose that. All right, let's do one more on $20. Immediate loss. All right, one more bet on $20. We lose it. We lose 2. I'm gonna go up to $40. Try to recover that. We lose that on $40 too. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna do an all-in $60 bet. If we win this, we get $30 back. But this is our all-in bet here. Let's see if it hits. All right, it hits. A little bit of recovery. We're so down though. $30 bet. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, bro. That dude, the $0 bets, I hit like 50 wins. That's our playing money and we get all these losses. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I want to chase that so bad. Ah, man. I can't believe we lost that, bro. We were doing so good in the beginning. Those bets just got too big. All right, so day 435 was a loss. We had $7.50 left over after that. So we went down $225.50. So not quite an entire 4% loss on the day since we already had a little bit of profit going into the day, but still a big L, man. I can't believe I lost that. That's just, I feel so terrible. I was about to chase my losses, pull out more money. I figure that's not a good idea though. That's why we have the stop loss. I gotta be disciplined. Stick to the rules. It's a little bit of a setback, but it's only really like, let's see here, maybe what, 4 days? Set us back like 4 days. So not terrible, man. Really not terrible. I don't want to lose again, pulling out more money and it gets set back like 8 days. So we'll just take our L. That's, we got to take those L's and just keep pushing. Bound to get them. You're bound to get losses. Not going to be profitable every single day, but just so frustrating, bro. I want to get back to that 6K so bad. We'll get there. But yeah, we're still up 5% on the month. So, March is almost over at this point, but we're still up money so far. So we'll try to keep that pushing the last couple of days of the month here. And yeah, I guess on the video today, we went down a total of $168. We lost $185 from gambling today. So, not the worst thing. Definitely was looking for an easy win there with a $40 profit goal. It's a pretty easy day, but I just couldn't pull it off. So that does hurt. But we got to try to keep our emotions out of it and just keep pushing, man. It's the name of the game. At the end of the day, we're still up a total of $5,590 from our $1. So I can't be too upset. Yeah, man. I was like expecting guaranteed wins today. It's so frustrating. It's all good though. It's the way it happens. But yeah, I think next episode here, we're gonna have a tough day, as you can see already. We're gonna have to try to get $113. So we'll see how that goes. But day by day, take it one day at a time. So here's our graph of where we're sitting at. A little bit of a setback. We're probably sitting like right here. A little bit, not this peak anymore. We're down a little bit. So we're probably sitting like right there. So not the greatest, but we're still up. Look at the grand scheme of things. It's a slow challenge, man. We're just trying to get little gains every day. So they'll add up eventually. And then here's our win rate. It's not going to change much, but I know people like to see that. So these are the days we gambled. And then here's our win-loss ratio. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, leave them below. I try to read all your comments. And we'll get to that 6K soon, man. We already hit it once. I know we can. If we did it once, we can do it again. It's just a matter of getting these safe strategies kind of locked in and taking our time, not being too aggressive, sticking to our rules, not busting the stop loss or going past it at least. So, I'm a little bit down emotionally, but it's not the end of the world. It's all good. So, don't gamble. It's a losing game long run. You will lose. Don't suggest you try this. This is purely for fun. Invest your money, save it, do something smart with it. But until next episode, take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.